Good morning, day 44. Got the Y shelter here behind me, and it is almost 20 till 8. I'm sorry, 20 after 8, and I'm getting ready to leave. So, good early start today. It's going to be a gorgeous day today. Weather prediction is not even clouds in the sky. So, I'm going to try to make it 16 miles today to get to the Troutdale Baptist Church Hostel. It's a donation-based hostel. Hopefully I don't have to do the 2.6-mile road walk to get there. Hopefully someone will pick me up, but if I do have to do the road walk, then it'll be an 18.6-mile day. Enjoyed staying here last night. There was only one other guy in and around this shelter. And at 3:30, around 3:30 a.m., there were some ponies that came up. A mare with her foal was right in the front of this opening here that you see, licking, I guess, salt or something that spilled on the stones that were laid on the ground in front of the shelter. So just licking up a storm, and there were a number of ponies in the area from the sound of it. So that was kind of neat. I would have taken a video, but it just wouldn't have turned out very well in the dark. What else? I guess that's about it. So I'll get on the trail. Real quick, I am going to go back to using 2 poles. So another hiker suggested I do this. I took that top off that had come loose, and I raised this pole so that I can grip this at about the same height as this. Because I tell you, just using one pole, I'm just not used to it. I got to have both poles for balance, and I figured this is better than doing this is better than only doing one pole or no poles. So we'll see how that does. Also, I'm finding out some more things about this ankle injury. So I've got some kind of tendonitis right down in there, about right where the tongue of my shoe comes in. And right now it's not hurting, but when I stand up, especially with a weighted pack, and move it just a certain way, it hurts. Strangely enough, and here's a weird thing, when I take my shoes off, it doesn't hurt. So as soon as I took my shoes off last night, it didn't hurt until I put my shoes back on this morning and then stood up to do my stretches. Then it started hurting again. That is very weird. I don't know what kind of injury that is. But sometimes when, with my loaded pack on and I'm hiking, certain steps just excruciating, and then other steps doesn't hurt at all. Like right now, I can just barely feel it. But when I put my weight on it and move a certain way, it really hurts. I don't know what to do about that. It's not the shoe. It's nothing rubbing. It's like the laces are too tight, but that's definitely not it. So weird. Right off the bat today, we get this little scenic beauty. There's a nice swimming hole. Wow, that's deep. There's the area called the Stiles that I'm headed to. I remember Keegan and Timmy Harris and I chilling out there for a while. Keegan, you might remember it. So Keegan, I'm sure you remember this this bathroom. We stopped here and ate lunch or something. But yeah, this is a lovely area. Had a nice view. All right, here's the first of 2 shelters that I'll be skipping to make it to Dickey Gap this afternoon. Can't remember the name of it. Oh, Old Orchard Shelter. I just passed Virginia State Road 603, and this, I presume, is Fox Creek. Very nice. All right, I just came out on Commerce Creek Falls. This is where the bridge is out, but you can step through. Sweet. All right, that's no problem. One last look. All right, I just got off of the Appalachian Trail at Dickey's Gap. So there's the trailhead, and continues here. But here's the trailhead parking. So this is Virginia 16, Highway 16. So I'm going to turn right down here, 2.6 miles, and try to go to Troutdale Baptist Church Hostel. But Keegan, Dickey's Gap, this is the northern extension, the northern terminus of our section hiking. So this is as far as we've got northward. So starting tomorrow morning, I'll pick up with brand new territory, trail that I've never been on. So here's Ostrich and a couple other people. Finally meet up again with Ostrich. All right, so I came out here at just a little after 3, man. I was booking it. Made really good time today. And my left ankle felt good, except for the one time I tripped over a root. And I think that's definitely what injured it that first day leaving Damascus. Just tripping over roots. It's very rooty and rocky, and just cumulative trauma. I sprained a little tendon there on the top of my foot. So, because I did it again today, and it's just the pain just shot through there. But otherwise, I mean, it works itself out real quick once you start walking, and just be real careful with it. And yeah, I could do 20 today, but I'm gonna check out this little hostel. So get here on this highway, and hopefully I'll get a hitch, because I do not want to walk 2.6 miles. Wish me luck. So yeah, I lucked out. I got a ride probably after about a quarter mile. There's another couple here. This is the bunkhouse. You dropped me off right at the bunkhouse, at the separate bunkhouse. The showers are back around at the main church, behind the main church. There's some supplies up at that red barn, I understand. So you see the bathroom facilities is really just a porta potty, which is fine. There's like a picnic table and a hose bib. But 2 different rooms. Each room has 4 bunks. So I'll take this one. It's clean. It's very clean. So no complaints here. Very nice. Hey, good morning. Day 45, and just leaving the hostel. I'm headed over to the shower room here to slather myself up with some sunscreen that I saw there when I took a shower last night. Let me spin it around. So this is the old Troutdale Church, apparently. The old chapel, nice stained glass windows. That's their new church down there. But there's showers in the back of this, so it's separate from the bunkhouse. But it's a nice shower in there. All right, I'm a little irritable. I just finished 50 minutes of road walking on this highway behind me to get back to Dickey's Gap. And I didn't have a snowball's chance in Hades of getting a hitch for several reasons. First and foremost, I'm an older male, and hate to be this way, but it's well known that you just unlikely to get a hitch unless you are female or with a female. And that's not sexist, that's just nature. Second problem is that there's really no place for cars to pull over on this road. There's damn little room for me to even walk. It's just dangerous. Third reason is there's really not a lot of cars. But Rick, the caretaker at the hostel, and several other people I talked to said, "Oh, you'll get a hitch, And I'm like, I don't think so. I mean, I was just really lucky yesterday. A lady picked me up who runs a shuttle service and understands hikers' needs, and just happened to see me and pick me up. She was headed into town. But I thought my chances were slim today, and sure enough, I did not. So I just added almost 3 miles to my day for the day. It's well after 10 o'clock, and yeah, I'm going to have to shorten my day a little bit because of that. So all in all, for someone like me, I would not recommend going into Troutdale, staying at this hostel. There's virtually zero amenities, and you have to hitch, which you're not going to probably get. And there is like a shuttle or a service maybe you can call, but there's no phone signal, at least not on AT&T. The only phone signal you get, I understand, is US Cellular. You can't even get Verizon. So all in all, that's a shame. But yeah, Troutdale is dead and dying. And even though the hostel was fairly nice, I cannot recommend taking the detour and stopping here. I would have been better off moving on up to Marion. But that's it. Enough of my belly aching. Time to hit the trail. Bye. So as I mentioned yesterday, starting off this morning, this is all new trail for me. I've passed the northern extension of where Keegan and I backpacked between 10 and 12 years ago. So this is the first shelter, Trimpe shelter. I decided to take this 1/10 of a mile detour and check it out, see what it looks like. Oh, so far it looks like it's really nice. It's got a chimney. It's made out of stone, and yeah, sweet. Hello. This is really nice. All right, we got trail magic courtesy of a church in Sugar Grove, Virginia. Well, this has just not been my day. So after the trail magic, I continued on for about, I don't know, a mile or so, and realized that I had lost my glasses. I've had these reading glasses ever since the first week, and I doubled all the way back to the trail magic, didn't see them, came all the way back to where I first discovered they were missing, haven't seen them. So continuing on. So now, you know, tack all that extra mileage onto the 2.6 mile road walk this morning, and it's not just a 14-mile day to get to the main road to Marion. It's pushing a 20-mile day, and now I have to go into Marion just to get stupid reading glasses. Okay, it is 15 till 5, and I made it to the partnership shelter. I'm going to just stop in here briefly and then move on to the Pat Jennings Visitor Center, try to get some Wi-Fi, which I understand is pretty close. But this is a nice shelter, holds 16 people. You can tell it's built for comfort. And we got some hiker trash already here.